Griselda attempts to defuse the situation by designating Juliana Eden Martinez as June, a Latina police officer, who finally teams up with another Latino in the force to take down Griselda, the cartel boss of Sofia Vergara. We Latinas can play other roles too, even though she may be the one who gave the show its name. It functions only partially. This is a narrative of a drug-dealing, murderous immigrant from Colombia, which undoubtedly contributes to the unfavorable perception of our community. It doesn't help that Griselda's universe is mostly exclusively Latinx, whereas June's is a multicultural one, although she claims to sell to rich white people. Her business associates are mostly immigrants from Cuba, Colombia, etc. As Griselda Blanco, Sofia Vergara is a captivating presence. Directed by Andres Baez, he frames the actress up close and from below, giving her power that leads to a knockout performance, particularly Griselda's episode Mutiny and the finale, Adios Miami. It's a side of the actress we've never seen before, and we may never witness it again. In the conclusion of the limited series, Griselda's world starts to crumble. She is being attacked by other narcos, in addition to playing chess against Sentak and losing. In addition, Dario's unexpected choice about their son Corleone tears apart her family. The family watched The Godfather in a previous episode, so we may infer Dario is a big fan. June, meanwhile, depends on Carmen to reveal details about the killings that Griselda has carried out. Carmen claims she has no knowledge of them. June is unwavering even though she believes she knows more about Chucho's son's passing. She states at the end of the meeting that she hopes to get anything from it. Furthermore, she believes June ought to do the same. Marta unfortunately overdoses on cocaine. Her eyes roll to the back of her head. She starts to foam at the lips, and she passes out. She uses a huge glass table for this. Then blood starts to guzzle out of her back. We suppose she was injured by the glass, and she bleeds to death. Fearing that Rafa will accuse her of killing Marta due to her rage, Griselda goes into panic mode. She gives Rivi a call. To make it appear like a robbery, they devise a scheme to clean the house, dispose of the body, and take Marta's sizable personal cocaine stash. However, Rafa returns early while they try to dispose of Marta's body, which is wrapped in a luxury carpet. They hide her body in their running jacuzzi and sneak away. Rivi goes on the run, and Griselda gathers her family. They know it will only be a matter of time before Rafa and the Ochoa family make the connection. Griselda, Sofia Vergara, murders Dario after he kidnaps Corleone and takes him back home to Colombia. She finds this out when she tries to gather her family to flee from Rafa's wrath. The family, including Rivi, escape to California. She calls him several times at his mother's house, knowing she's there. Dario will not talk to her. Rafa closes in, so Griselda does the unthinkable. She calls the police and tells them where she is. Ms. Blanco is arrested right before Rafa gets to the hotel. She also had Rivi take the boys out, knowing Rafa was near. He hides them, but June gets creative, sending out a news report that Rivi kidnapped their youngest child because he's still a minor. Rivi is arrested and makes a deal with the government, turning against the godmother. While in jail, Griselda sends men to Dario's home. He sees someone in his front yard, distracting him, while another assassin grabs Corleone. Dario runs out, holding his gun, and is shot several times, dying instantly. Dario is dropped off with his brothers. They visit their mother in prison. The youngest explains that Dario needed to work and wanted Corleone with his brothers. Blanco's oldest meets her oldest son's eyes, knowing the truth. It turns out that Rivi was having phone sex with the federal prosecutor's secretary. This was going on while Rivi was in prison on a recorded line. She didn't even know they were being recorded. Rivi sends a message to Griselda through his lawyer, saying, "You're welcome." This maneuver will help lengthen Miss Blanco's sentence. Griselda ends with an intertitle going over the godmother's demise. The scene shows her sitting on a beach in her prison jumpsuit, smoking a cigarette, appearing to imagine her 3 children playing on the beach. According to Netflix, Blanco was released from prison in 2004. She was deported to Medellin, Colombia. In 2012, she was assassinated by an unknown gunman. Griselda was 69 years old. According to NBC News, in 2002, Blanco, a lifelong smoker who had struggled with her weight, suffered a heart attack in prison. In 2004, in light of her continuing health issues, she was granted compassionate release from prison and deported to Medellin. Before her release, June delivered her the news that her sons were killed. Dixon was shot while walking to his car. Ozzy was gunned down in a nightclub. Huber was killed while making a drug deal.